has been approved for the first reading. The next item is Resolution 11-RS13, approve RDA Weststone TIF. I will entertain a motion.
So made.
Nope. Trustee Beck.
Mr. President?
Sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, because we have some extenuating things for staff to take care of, I'd like to make a motion to postpone this into the April 15th board meeting. It actually won't go to A&F, it'll go right to board. I'm correct.
Okay. The motion has been made.
Second.
Okay. Motion made, motion seconded. Is there any discussion? The motion has been made to postpone this to what date now, did you say, Mr. Beck?
April 15th board.
Okay, April 15th board. Will the clerk please take the roll to postpone this to April 15th board?
Trustee Gentry?
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Boland.
Aye.
Cannon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Ordinance 11-R-13 has been postponed till the April 16th board meeting. Okay. Resolution 11-R-13. The next item is Resolution 13-R-13, McDonald Creek Trunk Sewer Easement. I will entertain a motion.
So made.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. To adopt Resolution 13-R-13. Can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution will authorize the mayor to sign an easement agreement between the Village of Machesney Park and the Rock River Water Reclamation District that will facilitate the construction of the south branch of the McDonald Creek Trunk Sewer. That will facilitate development within the Village of Machesney Park for a land area generally bounded by the Commonwealth Edison High Lines. They're sort of on top of the hill, parallel to 173, and then Swanson Road on the north side, which is our boundaries. Staff has reviewed the easement agreements. We do own a piece of property that is on the north side of Timberline Hollow. The property is primarily flood zone on the FEMA maps, and the other portion of the property is being used for stormwater detention. The district would intend to, at some point, construct sanitary sewer across our piece of property. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Chris. Is there any committee discussion? I see none. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Boland.
Aye.
Hammond.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gentry.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Resolution 13-R-13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 14-R-13, authorization to bid Phase 2 flood emulation, and I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. On Resolution 14-R-13, can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. As we all know, the village is participating in the buyout program, and one of the requirements of the buyout program is to preserve and forever maintain the property within the program as open space. So the structures on the property need to be demolished and the property regraded and restored. This resolution will authorize staff to place the construction documents out for public bid letting as provided by our procurement policies. This bid letting is actually a little bit longer than we're normally accustomed to. We're between 40 and 45 days, simply because the contractors have to go through a process to try to procure DB&E enterprises, which is required of them to take a 15-day notice out in the paper. So we will have this out to bid for about 40 to 45 days with the intent to begin construction in June. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Chris. Is there any committee discussion? I see none. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Beck,
Aye.
Bolin.
Aye.
Tammon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gentry.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays.
Resolution 14-RS13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 15-RS13, authorization to bid Park 90 improvements. I will entertain a motion.
So made.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. Can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a public-private partnership between Landmark Development and the Village of Mchesney Park. The village has secured grant funds for the construction of the Greenlee Road, Lyford Road, and Illinois 173 improvements. Plans have been put together and have been sent to IDOT for approval. I don't expect approval on the first round. We'll get the plans back with some red lines on them, which we will correct. Once we have the agreement in place between the village and the state for reimbursements, at that point we would go out to bid. And we would also need to know that we're going to receive our permit from IDOT, which we will obviously know when we submit plans for the second time. As of right now, we're on schedule, and we would like to begin construction on June 17th out there. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Is there any committee discussion? I see none. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Bolin.
Aye.
Tammon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gentry.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Resolution 15-R-13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 16-R-13, operating transfers, number 4. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. Is there any discussion? Oh, yeah. May I have a staff report, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. These are standard operating transfers that we make throughout the year based on the budgeted numbers. You will notice there are a couple that are asking for additional transfers to be made, but we'll see how the remainder of the year goes before those transfers are made if the funds are available. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, is there any committee discussion? Will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Tammon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gentry.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Bolin.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Resolution 16-RS13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 17-RS13, settle interfund balances. I will entertain a motion.
So made. Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. May I have a staff report?
Again, this is just standard cleanup procedures that we do at the end of the fiscal year, transferring money between the different funds that the operating transfer paid out, the operating account already has paid out.
Thank you. Is there any committee discussion? I see none. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Gentry.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Bolin.
Aye.
Tammon.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Resolution 17-RS13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 18-RS13, engineering contracts with Knight Meadows. I will entertain a motion.
So made. Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. Can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you again, Your Honor. McKnight Meadows is a subdivision that is located on the west side of Brentwood Road, consisting of 3 streets, Logan's Run, Carl's Place, and Brianna's Way. The subdivision was constructed in the mid-1990s, which predates the village's ordinance that outlaws dry wells to be used in places where they can cause flooding within village right-of-ways. Since its construction, the subdivision has experienced flooding. The developer of the subdivision went back and made some remedial repairs. However, to this day, we still receive complaints of flooding up there, and indeed, we still do have flooding. The project would be a 2-phased approach. The first phase would be to connect all the dry wells together and utilize infiltration trench outside of roadways and try to infiltrate as much of that water as possible. Should that prove ineffective or not as effective as we would like to see, a second phase of the project will be initiated that will retrofit one of the dry wells with a small pump station and pump it off-site.
Thank you, Chris. Is there any committee discussion? See none, will the clerk please take the roll?
Trustee Gentry.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Poland.
Aye.
Hammond.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Resolution 18-R-13 has been adopted. The next item is Resolution 20-R-13, Utility Tax Public Infrastructure Project. I will entertain a motion.
So made.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. May I have a staff report?
Thank you, Your Honor. In keeping with the way we handled establishing a priority list of road projects to be completed as we did the 1% sales tax road reconstruction program, we are identifying with this resolution projects that would be completed through the utility tax revenue that will be generated over the next 7 years. In a minute, I'll ask our engineer to briefly go over that list of projects. This sets priorities and establishes approximately $550,000 per year in expenditures for those projects over the 7 years. Chris?
Thank you, Tim. I'll touch briefly on the projects that are listed, and I passed out a revised schedule here that actually has the years included on it. It's a bit small, I apologize for that, but there's a lot of information on the spreadsheet. Phase 1 McKnight Meadows is the project that we just talked about, where we would retrofit the dry wells with infiltration trench. Also, we've been looking at the Illinois 251 service drive. Essentially, from Wood to our southern corporate boundary limit, we have brought drainage facilities in that can be used to drain that service drive with the Marie project. The pavement's in poor condition, and we would propose a total reconstruction. We would add some various resurfacing into this year's agenda as well, primarily consisting of Miller, Bluebonnet, Waddy, the Illinois 251 service drive, one block in Copper Drive from Illinois 251 to the service drive by McChesney Town Center, which is in rather poor condition. We propose constructing sidewalks along Alpine Road, generally between Roosevelt Road and the high school. If you look out there in the summertime, the kids have trampled the grass, and there's just simply dirt paths. We do have a lot of pedestrian traffic, and we have no way to facilitate them back and forth between the high school and the side streets. On the west side of Alpine Road, we'd also construct sidewalk, and we would put in some pedestrian warning signs or and upgrade the existing signals at Roosevelt Road and Gladius to include pedestrian crosswalks and crossings. We would improve the east service drive frontage road from Harlem Court to CVS Pharmacy, along with the little side streets of Harlem Court and Dar. That area just has very poor pavement quality. This would be very similar to what we did on Pershing last year, where we're just trying to put a Band-Aid on it and limp it along until we can get to the point of reconstruction. Again, in 2015, we would do some various resurfacing, primarily consisting of Darwin, Edson, River Cove, and River Hill Court. Those are all streets that are in the northern end of the village. We would look at the reconstruction of Prairie Lane from Illinois 251 Service Drive to Dorothea, and Dorothea from Prairie down to its southern dead end. That project ideally would be combined and would reconstruct those streets, provide a small detention pond on some available right-of-way to the north of Prairie Lane to facilitate stormwater management. We would look at infiltration in that detention pond as well. Resurfacing for that year would include Mins and Rena. In 2017, we would look at the Alpine Road Service Drive, generally south of Roosevelt, where we now have drainage facilities in place as a result of the Roosevelt Road reconstruction. We essentially have very poor pavement condition in that area and no drainage. We would reconstruct that road to a curb and gutter standard. In 2018, we would do some resurfacing, but this is a bit different resurfacing process. We would combine some of the streets that we would do the same process to. It's called heater scarification. It essentially rejuvenates the existing asphalt that's in place. However, you have to put an overlay on top of that rejuvenated asphalt. Victory Lane and Alpine Road are the two streets that are being targeted for that process. Both are really good candidates for it, and both have heavy strike